And to break it all down, let's bring on in now KZI 9 sports reporter Nick Hersini, who got to watch it all unfold in Vegas with, of course, our coverage sponsored by Swanson Group. Nick, I said this to you yesterday. This Oregon squad loves to make you feel like you're about to have a heart attack while watching them. What a performance tonight in the second half. Just how exactly did the Ducks pull a rabbit out of their hat this time?
Their head coach, Dana Altman, he's done this twice before in this tournament alone, and he has proven time and time again that he can make some halftime adjustments. N'Faly Dante and Jermaine Couisnard, the two guys who are simply carrying this team to a championship berth. Really, that second half was the big difference. To outscore an Arizona team 44-26, to shut down Oumar Ballo, who had an unbelievable start to this game. In fact, Ballo did not shoot the ball once in the entire second half. That's because he was so stifled by N'Faly Dante and that Ducks defense. A combination of playing man and zone really confused this Arizona team. Tommy Lloyd talked about it after the game. We'll get to Tommy Lloyd second, I should say. But first, here's a very happy and exhausted head coach, Dana Altman.
Second half, we slowed down, and Jermaine really orchestrated some things. Freshman hit some shots, big ones there. And we went 6 for 11, and that gave us some energy. Our energy wasn't really good the first half when we were missing those shots, and we knocked those down, and we've got really good energy.
And that was needed. It's all quiet now in T-Mobile Arena, but I can tell you that Arizona fans really showed out. I heard that they nicknamed T-Mobile Arena McHale North. I can't say I blame them. It was a heavy presence of red here, but as soon as Oregon started that comeback, you can see those fans start to quiet down and the green and yellow start to get very loud.
Win, Nick, for, of course, Oregon. But let's talk a little bit about that flip side. What a disappointment for Arizona and for head coach Tommy Lloyd. Everyone, including the bettors today, kind of expected the Wildcats to win this one and win big. I think the spread was 11.5. What did Coach Lloyd have to say in the postgame conference following the loss?
Well, the first thing that he did, Brett, was he had to tip his hat to Dana Altman. They simply played better than them down the stretch. Again, I mentioned it earlier, outscored 44-26 in the second half. It does not happen very often for Arizona. Again, this is a team that has national championship aspirations, a team that could potentially play almost in their backyard. The Final Four is in Phoenix. It's just 2 hours north of Tucson. And like you said, those bettors, I think it was 11.5. I think you were correct. But again, when you've got Ballo that gets shut down. Caleb Love did not have a good game. When Arizona loses, there is a formula for that. They're not making shots. I know it sounds simple, but that team has so much depth, and in order for Oregon to come back after the first half looked like this one could get out of hand, really speaks to how much these Ducks want to play in that NCAA championship tournament. Here's Tommy Lloyd after the game.
We just got stagnant. We got a little bit stagnant, and then generally that's not us. And it happened, and then maybe we had a few shots we hope we usually make, and we didn't. And then he was kind of a force around the basket, protecting the rim, and kind of erased a couple of layups, and maybe that got in the back of some of our guys' heads.
6 o'clock tip-off. Ducks, Buffalo's winner gets the Pac-12 championship and an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Brett, I'll send it back to you.
Nick, you heard it just straight from him. Again, Oregon in that Pac-12 championship finale, taking on Colorado on Saturday. Tip-off for 6 o'clock. We've got more news. Stick around. We'll be right back.